and your email is there, your name is Adnan.
Okay, so what's your offer?
So, Mr. Adnan, let me
All right, let's do it.
take road.
Alright guys, welcome back to Dispatch Tales episode 3, where we're gonna talk about real stories, raw truths, and crazy moments that happen in trucking and a dispatch life. So this week we are covering a bit of everything. We are covering the Capstone chaos, broker post that shook TikTok, wild stories from the road, and of course the October dispatch battle, the two serious calls for accountability, one to the entire industry and one directly to the Koch Foods in the Fairfield, Ohio.
Hello guys. We can start. I want to talk, I send it to you, that TikTok video from the Capstone, the driver. This is an interesting story, and pretty much I want to compare the video together with the story that the guys are talking about. This guy arrived to the receiver on time. He was having a 6 a.m. delivery appointment. He arrived at 5:30, he's saying that he arrived. He tried to check in. The captain was complaining, hey, sorry, paperwork wrong, no, okay. They figured it out. Then they told him, no, your appointment is not for today. It's for tomorrow. And this guy was like, how it's possible to be tomorrow when I'm having it for today? Even the delivery confirmation is saying for today. No, it's for tomorrow. The broker lied to you and stuff like that. After going back and forward with the broker get an email confirmation where the captain confirmed the delivery is for today. When he came back to them, Capstone told us, hey, yeah, actually this miscommunication in the system, but still now we have a problem. You checked in with the wrong paperwork. Even before they told him that the paperwork was okay. Now they're telling him you checked in with the wrong paperwork. After going back and forward again, asking for the manager to come, like what's going on, they still didn't want to accept the blame, and they were like, no, we were provided with the wrong paperwork, and how can you be provided with the wrong paperwork when you have the BUL in front of you, you are providing the BUL, you have everything on the BUL.
And you already confirmed that it's a good paperwork.
Yeah, but if at the beginning it's wrong paperwork, cannot after that becoming the right one. When it's the same document, you can't change the document, it's the same one. And what's the funny? They put him as a working. The guy, when he was shooting that video, was saying that he was over 10 hours already over there. They provide him a door after 6-7 hours, something like that. But the problem is they will keep him probably forever there. And what's the things that I don't know even how to fight again, but I'm reading all the drivers keep saying, hey, this is bad, how it's possible. The lumper amount, the Capstone is charging, it's over $600, $700, $500. Yeah, I understand you will say, hey, yeah, but we need to break down the pallets, we need to do this, we need to do that. But the main issue is there is another lumpers in other companies that we are also having 22 pallets for delivering.
Also break down,
and they charge like 150, 170, 200, something like that.
Yes.
Capstone, I'm having a situation yesterday, $712 charging lumper. And what's the funny things? The load is paid $1,000. So I don't get the sense. You as a customer complaining about how expensive is your transport, how much you spend on the transport, but from the other side, you're okay with paying carrier $1,000 and paying Capstone 700.
70% of the load.
Oh, that's 70% from the load. That's crazy. That's crazy. So I don't know why Capstone don't want to fix that one, or they want but they can't. I don't know. That's something that I really want. If there is some topic somewhere I really want to discuss and to get an answer, why is that even acceptable and why is that even something normal? So a lot of drivers are complaining. A lot of drivers I'm hearing they're having fights about it because to pay that $700, you will say, okay, the broker gonna reimburse me, but you need to have them first. So imagine having you 3 times lumper in a week. That's $2,000. So you need to pay $2,000 to unload freight that's not yours. It's a customer.
Yep.
And what's the bad things over here for the drivers? When you want to get a check from the broker, you get like 3, 2, something like that percent of charge for issuing that one.
They are charging
so
for
you even lose some money for the lump.
for the lumper, yes.
This is crazy.
And some of the brokers, you know, that they are not issuing a com check or EFS check. So basically, he will need to get either paid from his credit card, and he can lose it's loose. He can raise the $2,000 for the lumpers this week, and he will need to wait until the next week so he can get them on
his money.
Yeah, his money on the paycheck, or
money.
probably he gonna ask for the company to issue him a EFS check, which also, how to say, we as a carriers, as a company, we're gonna, how to say, be on hold for $2,000 of something that it's not our, it's our duty, but it's something that needs to be resolved. And I agree with you, because this Capstone amounts of charges about unloading is ridiculously high. Ridiculously high.
Another problem is that we as a company, on our EFS checks, we also have a limit.
Yes.
So if the beginning that limit was, I don't know, like 10,000 a month, now it's always almost 30,000 a month. That's a huge amount.
Yes.
For something we don't take any money from it. There is no commission. There is no nothing.
No.
And what's the funniest thing, when you go and you ask the broker or you ask the captain, like, guys, why that much? You don't get, example, something that's a reasonable answer. You get answer, that's the standard. No, that's the problem.
Yep.
So guys, put your Capstone story below. We really want to hear from you. What's going on? What's the wildest one you have it?
Yep.
And I really want to discuss with you, because this is something that we must, I don't know how we will fix it, but we need to talk. We need to make some conversation.
Share your experience.
Yeah, share your experience. Let's see how to resolve this one, because this is going.
We are sure that we are not the only ones. We are sure that we have colleagues that they are having this kind of ridiculously high paid lumper fees, you know. And to be honest with you, I do how to say, catch that sometimes even the receiver, and even if the product we are providing them, sometimes the load can be shifted, and they can charge us for a restock and for everything. But sometimes when the load is not shifted and when it's coming to a good condition, they are using the restock fee, and they are charging us the money, and we cannot prove it to the broker that we were not shifted, because
we are not allowed to do.
Yes, and the thing is, even if they have shifted loads every time in every single facility and every single warehouse where our drivers are delivering, they're gonna be informed, hey guys, you have a problem with your freight is shifted.
Yeah, come to take a picture.
Of course.
That's important.
Of
come
course.
to take a picture.
And you can
at least give me something so I can fight.
You can agree with me that sometimes they're charging the restock fee without any necessaries that to be need to charge.
Agree. So guys, share it.
Share your experience.
We really want to hear. That's something important. So at least we can start from somewhere, and let's hope we at least can do something to change this one. Bobby, now when we have mentioned the brokers, and most of the brokers are, how the driver want to say, the problem. I don't see them as a problem. I see, yes, some of them as a problem, especially the one who came in just to, how to say, cut the rate to someone and then try to sell it even cheaper so he can make a money. Okay, I understand he want to make money. That's okay. Okay, I get that the point. But you are cutting someone else's money, so you can even take from the carrier so you can make money for yourself. However, there is also a good one. This is something that I saw on internet, and this is interesting to
be mentioned.
to be honest, because it's he different. So I will just read how he was saying. The broker say, I don't care what rate you ask for. I will respond respectively. I'm professional, but if you think all brokers make 40% margin or charge cheaper double, you need to do real research.
Yes.
I must say respect to whoever wrote that, because finally someone said it. I keep hearing on the carrier side, I keep hearing guys saying, and you know what, I am paid like 700, broker is paying probably like 2,000. Guys, that's I mean, we are not living in an era without internet. We are not living in an era without, especially now with the TikToks, with the Instagram, with everything.
My opinion, when this problem is occurring and when this problem is happening with the drivers, saying about that one, we have so many situations when we are providing a perfectly paying load from some place to another place, and he's telling he's
again saying that they are making probably like 2,000, 3,000 more.
I get the, you know what conversation I get from him? You know, Bobby, we get a good load from, let's say, for example, Michigan going to Tennessee. We get a good paying load, for example, $2,300 bucks for next day delivery. And he's telling me, listen, he paid me 23. We don't know how much he has in the load. Maybe he has like over $4,000.
Yep.
And he paid us 2,300. And even if we did the math, even if we get the good load, and even if we are not going on the Northeast when we're gonna drive mountains and having a really, really big tolls, we are going to Tennessee, which is for me again good place where we're gonna get a good reload.
But
and he's thinking about that one, that maybe he could have at least like $2,500 or $2,600.
I understand, and I will say okay to say that that's how to say to say that that's how to say something that maybe they want to be paid. I understand that part. The main focus what I want to bring here is that it's not possible that someone is making double, or every load is paying like $2, $3, $4 a mile.
That's
from a bad area. You can't tell me that the broker is, example, New Jersey going to Indiana. You can't tell me that the broker is getting paid $2,000. Yes, I understand you. I understand. We can talk about that. Maybe like 12, 13, something like that. It's a low from coming back. But that's the market. That's the market, and that we can change. But what I will put as a additional text over here to what the brokers say. Just imagine, if let's say if that's true, that they are taking a lot of money. The mega carriers that went out of business, 400, 500 tax. Don't you mean that they were having warehouses, they were having shippers, they were having, I don't know, like customers who were paying them crazy? I will say no. They maybe have like a 5%, maybe 10 max, but 90% from the loads were just average one.
Yep.
And that's the problem over here. So I don't want carriers to get me wrong. I don't want brokers to get me wrong. I just want to say that the reasonable right now, when yesterday I was watching a live TikTok, two brokers were giving update from their side. One of them was saying that he is having 18% average, 18% average on the long hauls, example west to east coast, on like 6,000, 7,000. He's having like 15% around. On the shorter one, like 500,
margins.
600.
We are talking about margins.
About the margin, yes. About the margins, he is having like around 20%, 21, something like that. So in average, he's saying when I just calculate the miles, calculate the revenue, I would say around 80% it's my some average. A lot of guys out there are saying that we need to have broker transparency. I will say okay, but don't get nothing from it. Why we don't get nothing from it? The cheap brokers will always be cheap. That's something
Period.
that we can change.
Period.
But we have great reps in CH, in Arrive, in ArcBest, in NTG. We are seeing when we put an offer and we are talking with the brokers, they're saying like, okay, you put 4,000, I don't think so they will approve. We are having 34 in the load, so if we accept your offer of 4,000, that means that we will lose 600. Yesterday I was having a situation where I booked 3,800 loads from Wisconsin going to PA. In the load there was 36. And I was waiting almost 1 hour just to come from 36 to 38. The broker told me I can probably accept to lose 200 on this
You
one.
quoted $4,000.
At the beginning, yeah, but the main fight was for 38. That
Yes.
was the main fight.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And he was straight and honest
he
with
told
you.
me 4,000 will not happen. I'm losing a lot of money on 4,000.
If I'm not wrong, I was seeing the chats that you were, because we are in the same group. He told you that he will not accept $400 loss.
Yeah, he said I will just roll it for the next day.
Yeah, but maybe they gonna accept $200.
$200. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
So if we go by that one,
And the rep told us we should wait an hour, and we were waiting an hour,
Yeah.
and after that we got the
he
load.
said that if no one
Offer less.
that
Correct.
probably they will take it.
Take it, correct.
So that means that even if we say something like broker transparency, what we will see here, that the broker earned 36 and he paid me 38. So then we will have a backward scenario where the broker gonna say, okay, now I'm earning 36. You know that I'm earning 36. I can pay you more. Sorry, you need to drive it for 3,000. So actually we are in.
So he can make also margin.
So we want to get the good things from communism,
Yes.
but to work in capitalism, and that's not how the things work.
No.
So you choose. You go this way or you go that way. My thing over here, I mean, my point, what I want to say over here, it's that nobody get rich those days.
Nope.
Not brokers, not carriers, not drivers.
No drivers, correct.
So instead of fighting, maybe we start understanding how the freight economy actually works. That means that on one side, the demand from us and the supply from the shippers are the one who decide what's going to be the middle.
The best thing and the interesting story is you and me in this business, we are over 10 years. You are 10 years plus, I am 8 years plus. The thing is, in these years, and this kind of drivers that go through our boards, nobody of them understand this demand, and nobody of this kind of brokers that we usually work in the past didn't have this. Right now, I think the dispatch is in a really other modern side where these numbers, these calculations were not available, and they were available all the time, but we didn't put a point on them so we can openly see how it works. You know, you can agree with me, and you don't need to agree with me. In past years, when we were dispatching, you know how we start dispatching and working this work. We were not paying attention to this kind of numbers, this kind of situations, this kind of
because this is something how to say totally new.
Yes,
it's everything new.
Yes, but it was available. What was my point of the the first thing that I was willing to say, these informations were available to us 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But you know, when the corona was, we were not taking care about. It was not. It was not
Yeah.
for us. If the load and the margins and stuff like that was not important because we were making 15 to
Yeah.
16,000.
No one was caring
Yes.
if the broker have 10,000.
Yes, yes. And that's what I think, and that's what I'm willing to point right now, because if we as a community together working on this kind of stories, and how to say, this market and this industry gonna be really, really, really better place for everybody. Because as you said, not brokers, not carriers, not drivers gonna be more richer or poor.
So let's keep professional both ways, keep it real,
Yes.
keep it respectful.
Yes, I can start from myself. When in the past the rep not gonna take me the load, or he will be like just honest and tell me, you know, we were having a good reps also back then.
Like maybe 50% of them left.
Yes, and when we get the information and the message, hey, Bobby, that's a no-go, I was getting frustrated. Because I wanted my expectation to be met. And I wanted my expectation to be fuelified so I can fuelify my driver needs. But I was not looking for the other side that we are saying, building connections, going on a place where we can have the conversation that we have yesterday that you have with our rep from ArcBest.
Yeah.
You know, and this I'm not trying to be a smart one right now. I'm just expressing my thoughts, and I think that if we look on every single detail that we are provided, and you said earlier, this is a place of a TikTok, this is a world of a TikTok, internet, everything is how to say, available to you.
There's tons of application right now. I was also planning to do that one of that kind of application, but there is a lot of guys who are already doing it, so pretty much not worthy going for it. But there is application that I was seeing 4 days ago. You just put, let's say you are a shipper. You just put Chicago, Illinois reefers going to wherever your load is going, and you're having last 15 days. You are having from 7 load boards, 10 load boards. I don't know how much they have, from how much they have their data form.
Yeah,
they're having, this is the cheapest one, that's the expensive one. Your load, it's immediately the AI is working and it's saying, hey, okay, you have noon appointment. That's one of the probably the best appointments, noon 1 p.m. You have delivery around 9, 10 a.m. Almost again the best possible time to get delivery, so you have almost perfect load. So immediately the price is going down. So how the things spice up, and you have tons of information how you can get something. That's how you are starting, how to say, to get easier and easier. I sent you this morning or yesterday, I sent you that DAT guy that was explaining, and that's make a lot of sense. He was saying that the brokers usually on some average lane, I mean average, not average, I can say something that's have price that's close to the average, they go on the boards. But everything that have a status of a premium rate, that never hit the board.
Never.
And that's something that's okay, I understand. We have also that kind of loads. Everyone have that kind of loads.
Yes.
We have some shipper, another broker, another carrier have another shipper. That's how the things work.
Of course.
We can have everything, and other brokers, carriers can't have everything.
Of course. That's the beauty in this in this business and industry. We can have really good shippers out that we are having from Wisconsin. We do have really good shippers and brokers that are directly shippers from PA, from New Jersey, and we cannot have everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. And you know what's the main thing over here? I'm hearing a story from the drivers who are saying to me, you know what? I have a friend who drives that kind of load, and it's paying that much. Okay, that's correct. I understand, and I heard the same story. I know that's true. The main thing is, I know my drivers. I can say I know my trucks. I know how we work. I know what's the good side of us. What's the bad side. Example, that kind of an amazing paying loads, let's say, are requesting a lot of things that I can't provide to them. And those kind of things are gonna make me charge on the final invoice. So, if that load is paying 25, and example, I get charged because the driver stopped in the first 250 or 300 miles, because he wanted to stop, but the broker rules, he can't stop.
Yep.
So you have two scenarios. You have scenario where you will either take the charge, or you will have a fight with the driver, and you will lose driver.
Yep.
Right now, I don't know what's the smartest thing, to be honest, because it's hard to get a driver.
Of course.
On the other side, you are fighting to get some good brokers. So sometimes you need to decide who will lose. Either you will lose on some loads the driver, you will lose on some loads the broker. So I don't want to say that maybe the best scenario is always to have the best paying load. I will say the best scenario is maybe to have something that's way better than the average, but not the greatest one.
Way better than the average, and to have satisfied broker, satisfied customer, satisfied driver. At the end of the week, the picture to be really good for the driver, so he can make a gross.
Yes.
He can be in let's say not big plus, but to be in a good positive earnings, so he can be, how to say. As you mentioned, there are a lot of brokers that are having those kind of requests that after picking up the load 300 miles needs to be driven without stopping.
Yeah,
we do have drivers that we are having that they have a loads that are driving straight from the point that
the problem over here, it's not that maybe I let's say. I want to say maybe a little bit different way. The thing is, a lot of drivers, we forget that they are humans.
Of course.
So, he forget food, he forget fuel. He didn't calculate, I don't know, like, he didn't calculate his clothes. He need to wash them. So, a lot of things can happen. So, yeah, I understand you will say, you needed to confirm that one. Okay, I need to confirm it. I agree. But just imagine, I'm calling you. Let's say you are the driver. I'm calling you for every single stuff, and I'm asking you, are you on time for the pickup? Are you on time for delivery? Hey, did you wake up? Did you wash your clothes? Did you take something for food? Did you take fuel? Did you eat? Are you going to sleep right now? Just imagine, you will say, hey, you know what? Just get lost. Get lost.
Yeah.
I don't have time for you.
Yep.
Stop bothering me. Yep. And let's be honest. I understand that the tracking is 24 hours. But the drivers sometimes need to take a rest. Sometimes they need to take a time for themselves.
Of course.
And we, as a carriers, right now are in a position where the brokers are pushing, and we are having a situation where we are starting to get annoyed to the carriers, to the drivers.
To the drivers, correct.
And drivers saying like, guys, come on, leave me alone, please.
Yeah, we do have that examples also with some of our drivers that are. Neil, you have drivers that are more than 10 years in the truck.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, that's a long period. You know, we are behind the computer, we are behind the desk, and you and me both knows that this work sometimes can be so exhausted, and it can be very, very, very stressful, and it's always competitive, and it's always, how to say, non-stop. So for us, the tempo that we are doing, we discussed two days ago, it's not normal. But you can imagine for them, they are behind the steering wheel. They are trying they are the face of our company. Yeah. They are trying to respect everything, to get loaded on time, to face. Every single of us, we're having private problems that can affect in our life. Also, they do have private lives. They do have families. They do have some needs that we need to be, how to say, be respectful about that one, you know. And I totally understand you what you are saying. And to be honest with you, this is a conversation that can go non-stop, like
Non-stop and no end. No end.
yeah.
So let's just wrap it up. So brokers, we need you. Drivers, we need you even more. So sometimes when we can reach the driver and he want to take
Be reasonable.
some time to sleep, he want to take some time to rest, time for himself, don't push us, because we are not the one who just want to hide somewhere. You have a tracking, so let's work a little bit more on
Let's balance it.
let's balance.
This
Now
one is interesting.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
now from a serious one, let's go a little bit to stories that
This
the
topic is-
guys from all over, to be honest, platforms that I'm posting my loads, they are sending me this kind of story. Read this one. Send me a reel from another guy. Hey, read this one. This is interesting. So I just choose 3. So I mean, this is gonna be interesting about the guys that maybe are new. The guys who are over here over 10 years, they heard pretty much everything. So let's go with the first one. This is something that, I mean, this is not something that happened to us. I'm gonna provide the news, the stories that I read from guys who are saying what their drivers did to them.
Let me tell you something before you start. Sorry for interrupting. You said in 10 years there is nothing that not happened to us and that we not heard. Not that happened to us personally, as you are saying.
Sometimes it's better just to hear.
Yeah.
I don't want to happen anything to me. It's crazy.
As always, we need to learn.
I will lose almost all of my hair if I
on
if
other
it happen
on
everything
other
to me.
mistakes. But this kind of story, whenever I'm reading, or when you're saying some of our guys that we are working maybe can happen on their carriers and they're just sharing the story to us.
Yeah.
I'm just lost of words.
Yeah, let me
Just go. Sorry for interrupting.
So this guy is saying, okay, my driver have a load from South Florida to Tennessee. Halfway, he almost drive. I'm guessing that this is on exit of or somewhere around Florida, Georgia, somewhere between, I'm guessing, because usually here is where that's happening. Driver get arrested. Shipment in DEA custody. DEA custody.
Yeah.
Turn out, inside those auto parts that were drive from Florida going to Tennessee, there was almost incredible. Just imagine, incredible. I mean, this is what this guy is saying.
Yeah.
20,000 pounds of cocaine. This is crazy. This guy is saying, I mean, this is somewhere old, I don't know how old. DEA question everyone, dispatchers, shippers, receivers. They try to find out how that even happened.
How is that possible? Yeah.
Nobody had a clue. Just imagine how how much thing was going around. And this is what, I mean, because this is the story from the dispatcher. He is saying, imagine I'm getting Monday morning call. Hey, your driver is in jail.
In jail. Yeah.
DEA want to talk with you. This is a tracking. Just imagine you're coming to work on Monday and you're having this as a first call. And you are like...
Probably the most stressful call on Monday morning that you already want to get
and
from
you don't
somewhere.
have nothing with it. You just take a regular load, and I'm guessing maybe this load was like usually how much is paying, like $1,000, and you're worth like how much?
It's worth it more than $1,000.
I don't know even how much is this worth. But this is the first one. The second one that I read, it's a similar situation. One of dispatcher over here was explaining to me, but this different dispatcher. So driver calls. I mean, this also again dispatcher he's saying, okay, driver called me, hey, I can't deliver. Why? The receiver is on fire. He's saying the whole warehouse is burning down. Till he's informing us that in like 10-15 minutes, the news are coming out and saying and it's starting to be reshared.
National news, made national news.
And what's the funniest thing? The dispatcher is saying, I'm sitting over here and I'm thinking, and I'm like, do we now still need the PUD for this one? And who will sign for it? I mean, it's not funny. I mean,
It's not funny, yes, but we just wanted to...
But this is just a tracking humor right now because it's happening.
The third one is for me, is the most.
The third one is those guys are bipolar. These guys, drivers, are bipolar one. You don't know what they will happen. These guys, it's saying in 2006, driver locked his keys in the truck at 2 a.m. in the morning. He called the dispatcher. Okay, dispatcher called a locksmither to come, send him a cam check to the driver to pay him. An hour later, state trooper calls and he is like, driver hit the locksmither with a baseball bat and drive to avoid paying. Just imagine, he is paying him to pay the guy to unlock it, and after hitting, just to don't pay him.
Wow.
And what's the funniest thing? After a couple of hours, he's saying, when the dispatcher reached him, driver say, yeah, I'm pulled over, waiting to be arrested. Bruh, what are you doing with your life at 3 a.m.? This job never gets boring. So those are kind of story you will never see in some, I don't know, like some tracking manual, like I say, books where you can read. You can only get it from a dispatchers that
This is a raw truth story, as we mentioned in the topics.
This is crazy. I mean, this is the funniest one. So, if you have something interesting like this one, please share it.
I know that they
have
so
the deal
much
is,
of our colleagues.
If you want, please share it.
So much of our
really
colleagues.
They're
They're having so many stories, so many unique stories with their drivers. As we said, these are not our drivers personally, but we did share in the previous episodes when we have
I mean, we can share everything
Roland
from us.
and Uroš, the Florida guys and stuff like that. So it's incredible. This business and this industry, it's dynamic, and it's happening like constantly. Something is happening. Either is a good one. Good stories either it's bad stories, which are sometimes funny after all, but it is what it is, and it's.
Now again, let's get serious. Now we are having our dispatcher battle. Now let's see who ruled October. So this month, before this podcast, we agreed that we will put 4 drivers.
Yep.
Because we were having, we have only one winner, but we have 4 guys who are definitely, for sure, need to be mentioned. So for that, we split it in two segments.
Yes.
We will go with gross battle with on gross, and we will go on RPM because it's, I mean, I want to say all 4 of them are winners because I mean those guys dominate pretty much in October.
Yes.
So let's go. Start with your driver.
Mattia is my driver that drove 18 loads this month. He drove 19,257 miles.
Okay.
And I told you behind the cameras that I'm gonna say the the number. He made $49,984 for the whole month, and we do have $125 of detention, which is not calculated here.
Yeah, he's not calculated.
But
so he hit over 50K.
He hit over 50K, and to be honest with you, we were just kidding. But for me, these four drivers.
Long times we didn't have anyone hit over
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
Long time.
And to be honest with you,
Maybe in the summer was, I think, but I'm not positive.
right now, this is. I told you we were speaking last week because we were making the mathematics and we were calculating. I just told you, just wrote the numbers. I don't want to even compare Marco, Mattia, and the other two
because
guys.
all four of them are great
because
fun.
This is something that it's. I don't have words. Just go with your driver.
Okay, my driver, it's Marco. He had a 21 load. He did 18,805 miles. He make a gross of 47,160. So Mattia win with over almost 2,500 more. But as Marco want to say, we had some job and we didn't push to the max. So if we push to the max, this was easy win for us. But okay, this month in the gross battle is going to your side. But I want, I want to also to go with the second one.
Don't forget to mention the RPM breakdown.
Yeah, RPM, correct. Mattia have 2.59 and Marco have 2.50.
On this kind of the gross.
On this kind of gross was amazing. This is amazing. So whoever say that, hey, he's having 250, okay.
Let me correct you here. This is RPM for total miles.
Yeah, this is for total mass. That's important thing. So if we go on a loaded one, we will come to like 270 something. So find me anyone who did this gross on a monthly base. You can find me probably someone on a weekly who make some money. But on monthly, I can say that maybe like 5-6 guys make over 50. Probably are from, I don't know, like how much drivers. Let's go to the second one.
Go.
My driver, Jagos, 20 loads, 16,158 miles, 46,465 on the gross. And you can say for Danilo, he's Philip drivers, but
he is Phil's drivers, correct. He drove 19 loads. He ran 19,062 miles.
Okay.
And he grossed incredibly $47,305.
So I can say that over here, Danilo maybe make a couple of hundred more, but just see the miles. Just see the miles.
Yep. It's
a huge difference.
Yep.
In miles.
Yep. It's
So
1 week difference.
Danilo was driving to California and back. That's the thing.
Yes.
So that's how it's possible he even hit that many miles.
Yep.
But on the other side, that's the reason why he made the gross, but he made it with a lot of expenses.
Yes.
So RPM over here, I mean, it's obviously Jagos is dominating with 2.87.
Of course.
And Danilo
again,
is on 2
total miles.
On total miles, yeah, correct. That's important. And Danilo is 2.48. So I can say that Mattia maybe win for the most gross.
Of course.
But Jagos takes the
RPM.
Yeah,
RPM King. RPM King is Jagos. Gross King is our known Mattia.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. So how are we gonna calculate now? It's 2-1 for you.
Let's say I am personally willing to lose until the end of the series, and we don't know how many episodes we're gonna have.
This
kind of these numbers to show it up. Yeah. I am willing to lose every single week to everybody, and that's all.
So it's 2-1 for Bobby right now, but we will see the next month. what I forget to mention here, there is nothing. I think that
Tell
we-
them
we-
you can share after their costs how much they put it.
correct.
that
Correct.
they-
Yeah, that's something that's probably gonna be what the guys most curious.
Most
about.
curious, correct?
So, you know how it's usually happening. There is a commission for the company, there is a fuel, usually what we calculate and how much we are seeing, it's usually about 65, 70 to 75, depends which kind of area they're running. So
Cents.
to don't go one by one, so I'm just explaining how everything in total, you're having like a cargo, you're having occupational, you're having physical damage, you're having the tolls. So by some maths that we are doing in behind the scenes, on total gross earnings, we are having a Matia with almost 27,000. What's the interesting? Even Jagoš, that he wasn't the best one on the gross because of the great RPM and still way high gross. He take home around 26 something. So that's
Which
only
is $1,000 difference, correct? But on 3,000 miles less.
but on 3,000 miles less.
Yes.
So pretty much that's a huge thing because something that we
course.
can calculate, it's the, how to say, how much those guys are spending the trucks. So how much
Yep.
they are,
And in this
the
case,
tires,
yes, and
brakes,
in this
something
case,
that we can calculate.
In this case, you can see that final note that we're saying always. It's not about the miles. Sometimes it's
About the math.
math,
Yeah.
about calculations, about planning, about everything. Sorry.
So
You can keep up.
we have Marco with 25, and we have Danilo also with 25.
25.
So normally we can go maybe like some up and down, like 450, 400, 500. The deal is we don't know where he put the fuel. Example, if it's going to California, he put the 2 times in California, it's going to increase. If we
you know
go,
what? They gonna call us and they're gonna tell us, okay, I made 27,000. Okay, tell me here and there.
yeah. So
I did a.
So we
have,
do some math by simple math. So
Yep.
we go by
We cannot
miles,
go- yeah.
how much is the average, how much is the commission, how much is the cargo, how much is the
Yes.
occupational, how much is the physical. We go that math, and then we get this number. So this number is almost
pretty much close, rough number
rough
to
number the
a
real one.
realistic number.
So we can go in exact dollar, correct? Because still, I mean, this is something that
and we do have all the time this kind of fun when we
the
finish.
driver saying, I made a 600 less, or I made 300 more.
Yeah, but that's not mentioned in a bad
In
way.
a bad way, yeah. He's always
is
like,
just joking.
yeah, why you say you now my wife gonna ask for the money? So
Yeah,
so sorry guys, sorry, but I mean we must say it. Okay, that is it for the 53 reefers.
Move on to the
You know, guys, that we are only doing reefers from the 53. So now, because it's only 2 of us, so I'm gonna go for the 26 box trucks division for October. I can say that the previous month we say that this month gonna be we will try to be the better from the previous one. I must agree that I must admit that didn't happen. This month was on average it was better. We did 171 on total mile.
per mile, correct.
That's pretty much okay, in my opinion, for the straight box right now. Yes, on loaded, probably it's like even higher, like 180, 185. The highest RPM that we are having on total miles, it's 190. The lowest it's 142. That's not something that makes me happy, but you know, I can say only the good things. I might say
Of
the
course,
bad one.
yes, we need to share everything.
I can agree that it's not the strongest month. It's when I see that there is ice checks pretty much all over. The guys are under stress. They, no matter how you don't care or you are not scared about
It's
when
affecting.
you see someone with guns and mask,
Yeah.
you it's your heart it start
Beeping, yeah.
Beeping, yeah.
Lot faster.
Driver downtime. A lot of guys, pretty much, I can say they burned themselves during the summer. So it was normal to
we were having a lot of drivers that were on vacation.
yeah, on vacation.
Also,
yeah, and
so-
also correct. Still didn't come back. Let's say.
Yes, yes.
And what's make the probably also huge problem over here, the month end way slow. It start to be great,
Yep, it
but
was really
at
good.
the end of the month, the freight went way slow down. So at the beginning of the month, our prediction was that we will hit probably like 185, 190, but that didn't happen. But still, I must get some. I how to say 3 drivers. I stood
Yeah, like usual.
like usual. I took them from everyone. So according to me, our company driver Zvezdan, he made 17,380 miles. He make a gross of 32,609. He made average of 1.87 per mile.
Per mile. Yep.
So this is on total mile a perfect one. So I can say that he's almost in the top. So he's consistent,
All the time.
dependable. You
Yep.
can always count on him. He know what he needs to do. You know what he can do.
He is a driver that when you call him and when you make agreement with him and the plan, you know what you are on and you can count on that one. In the meantime, he not gonna call you and tell you, hey, we agreed on this one, but let's change the plan.
Yeah.
When you're making,
The second driver is Zach. This guy took it out, not that he make the most money, but he make the highest
he's the best
RPM.
Yep,
So Zach made 8,205 miles.
he drove, yes.
He was not so many hours on the road. He made 15,210 on gross. 1.90 is his RPM
mile.
on total mile.
Yep.
So he have the highest RPM in the
our
division.
division, correct.
So not something that maybe we can be saying proud. He didn't drive. He drive like I think like a 2 weeks, something
2
like
weeks,
that.
yes, and
And after that, he just say, okay, I will just take my time. And we have Harris, who over here I can say that he also did a good one. He made 13,498 miles.
yep.
He grossed 24,000 on 1.77 per mile
Total
RPM.
Yep.
So I can say that if we go by our RPM average, that was 1.71. His 1.77, that means that he is over the average. So I can say that pretty much with everything going on, and especially that we don't have all the time them on the roads. That's the main thing over here.
He started this
And
month, if I'm not.
He started this month, and I don't have the information right now. Did he start it from the beginning or not? So I can say that I'm from 1 to 10, some great. I will give for this month 8. No. So it's
I agree.
not the month I'm happy.
It could be better.
It could be better.
But with all that we have and all the kind of situations and all the kind
A
of
lot
drivers,
of situations happen over here. We have a lot of breakdowns also over here.
course.
So
And a lot
in
of
the,
drivers-
in the previous month we didn't have those. So
and a lot of drivers,
a lot of things hit us
a lot
this
of
month.
drivers are on their home time with
Yeah.
their families and they
Yeah.
are resting. So this is something which is important. As we mentioned, Harris just started this month, and I know, and I'm sure that in next 2-3 podcasts we're gonna see Harris grinding, and we will see because we know how
we
how
know.
he drives.
Yeah,
So it should be better. It started really good, but it finished on the note. It was not great, but
Okay.
we can
Okay.
be satisfied, let's say.
Okay. Now let's go to the last segment. We are going to our, I can say that the most, which word to say it, the pin one on LinkedIn where a lot of guys said we have the same problem. Hey, we know that one. Hey, it happened to me. And when I just write it, to be honest, I wasn't sure that a lot of guys, I knew that a lot of guys have the problem.
But you didn't expect
I
it,
didn't
that-
expect that a lot of guys will want to talk about it.
Yep.
So I will say that this segment I'm gonna message to Koch Foods, especially the one in Fairfield, Ohio. Guys, we are doing a lot of Koch Foods loads. We don't have no problem with you pretty much in every facility. We know that it's not to have like 5, 6 to 10 hours loading time.
Or
which
delivering, yes.
I don't say that that's okay, but that's a myth and I understand.
And we are planning.
And we are planning it. So 10 hours is maybe the max, but usually around 6 to 8 hours is probably some regular thing that's happening. This is something that happened to us. I already shared it to the LinkedIn as I mentioned before. So I really hope that someone from the management gonna hear about it. We have a truck this Saturday at 11 a.m. arriving for a noon delivery appointment. So please be careful on the times. So Saturday 11 a.m. arriving for a noon delivery time. Okay, we are saying probably gonna take them like 6 to 8 hours. Get him a load, pick up on Sunday. That way, neither us, neither the driver need to push himself because we know that that's gonna happen.
And not to stress about it.
Not to stress about it. Everything okay?
We
checked in.
were planning, yes.
Yeah, you checked in. Normal receiver saying, okay, give me the paperwork, getting the paperwork. Okay, wait in the yard, we are gonna call you. Around 4 or 5 p.m., not happening. We are going to the office, we are
Nothing.
saying, guys, situation, please wait, we are behind.
We're behind and we're short staff
Yeah,
every time.
I will say, okay, still okay. I mean, still only 4 hours after appointment. I mean, I understand that's not acceptable because I
That's
mean,
not
still
normal for-
not how to say it's crazy to leave someone that many hours over there. After sometimes how the things are going. In the meantime, we are sending the brokers all the time emails,
Updates, correct.
updates, guys. Situation probably gonna escalate over here. We are having issue.
Please involve.
Please involve
Yeah.
customers. Okay. 7, 8, 9 p.m. Nothing happening. And this when the things hits up, and I'm like, okay, let's say by 7 a.m. in the morning I will be empty because I was having some dead hit.
We are pushing our bonds of expectation because of them, and the thing is, they do not anticipate and do not make any movement, not only for our driver. Mention about the other drivers that were next to our driver.
When the things for me went to, okay, I'm fucked up.
No. Yep.
At 8 p.m., when I send my driver, and he say, I mean, they turn him back, go back in the truck and wait for a call. A truck's next to him. They're like, we are here from yesterday, 18 hours, not even a door, and it was 8 p.m. and I was like, okay,
We are screwed.
we are in big problem.
Yeah, we're screwed.
And I'm like, okay, what to do now? Let's just hope that at 7 a.m. in the morning, I'll be empty. Because the dead end time for me to make my next pickup, it was, I think, 9:30, something like that. And I was like, 7 a.m., give them some time, probably 8, 9, I will be out of there. Okay, the day is finishing, and I'm like, okay, what I can do? I'm
We
just
need to go
sleeping.
to sleep.
Yeah, I'm just sleep, and tomorrow when I wake up, we will be probably empty. I'm waking up in the morning around 7:30. Driver saying me, can you believe me? They still didn't call me for a door, and I was like, no way.
And in the meantime, And in the meantime, he mentioned that in the group
What's
chat.
the main thing I forget over here? At 9 or 10 p.m. After that, when he went again, he's telling me, I wasn't involved in this one. He's telling me, okay, there is 4 trucks in front of me. In the morning, when he came back, again at 7:30 to check back, it's 6 trucks. And we are like, who's making the math over here? How can the number go up when it needs to go down? I mean, guys, how is that possible?
Yep. If you work.
There is a trucks who arrived, they were already late 2 days. And we were like, okay, how that it's our problem? Those guys are late 2 days, right? It's their problem, not ours.
Of course.
So you can't put him in front of me because he's late. After now, the situation heats up a little bit. So we start asking for a manager, we start asking for a leader or whatever they have over there.
Somebody who is responsible.
The main thing happened, why nothing going on, they don't have anyone in charge from Friday night, probably I'm guessing like 5, 6 p.m., I don't know how much, when is the last shift. There is no manager till Monday. So those guys they don't care about
They
it.
do whatever they
They
want.
do whatever they want. 7:30, we are getting information. Okay, I understand. It's totally not okay from our side. There is 2 trucks in front of you. So from 6, now we went to 2. Because we tell them, hey, I don't know how he's doing the math. It's not possible from yesterday at 9 p.m. Now it's 7:30 to don't unload even a single truck. Okay, after that they were like, okay, I will just put 2 trucks in front of you and you will be the 3rd one. And we are like, I mean, still better than be a 6th one.
Of course.
Okay, we are waiting. Can you imagine? They start working at 7 a.m. At 9 a.m. they take a break. And we are like, guys, you just started at 7 a.m. I mean, no point. Okay, we are hoping, okay, they've probably finished the 2 trucks.
By 9
probably,
yeah.
taking break, we are the next one. 10 a.m., we are getting a call for a door. And I'm like, finally. Okay, I was like, hey, I can call the next shipper and the next broker. We are working with these guys. They will let me be late.
Yes.
10 a.m., I'm like, okay, how much you need to unload me? Probably like 1 hour. I'm like, okay. And I was like, okay, we have
Relief.
we have solution.
Yeah. Finally.
Sunday, I just went with the kids outside playing, and I'm calling the driver. What's happening? He say, because I told that everything is okay. I mean, you have a door that told you 1 hour you will be out of here. 1 p.m. Driver saying me, I don't know what to say anymore. Those guys just took 1 pallet out. I just was making some foods and all the stuff. I was just chilling, playing games, waiting. Now I realized they didn't even start unloading. They just took 1 pallet out. And I knew in that moment, everything fell off.
Fell off, correct?
All the time the broker is emailed asking for help. All the time we are checking, we are trying our best, we are blah, 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 blah. So those kind of situation is something why the drivers hate brokers.
Yep.
And you know what I did in this situation? In the email chain, I attached the email from the driver because I want he to see
Real, yeah.
we are fighting, we are sending emails, and on every 5th email we send, we get a reply with checking.
I can tell you this. In this kind of situation, you have probably the best driver that you even ever possibly could ask for.
Yes.
Because he's a patient guy, he's a reasonable guy, and he's a guy that he's working with you a lot of years.
And he's believing me that I'm doing the best.
Yes. And the thing is, I wanted to mention, even when we got to sleep, our after hours that were working and him provided updates. I'm not going to mention the broker, who is the broker, provided updates to them every single, let's say, 30 to 45 minutes. And we were on top of our communication. And
So let me finish this one. At 1 p.m., when we went back to the office, and we are like, guys, from the morning you start working, you told us 2 trucks in front of us. we are seeing those two trucks next to us on the door park. So from 6 a.m. in the morning or 7, I don't know, to be honest, don't even remember anymore, till 1 p.m., you didn't manage to unload one truck. And you are telling me that you are short on stuff. Guys, even one guy will do the job.
Yep.
Not
On that time frame.
To don't mention that you need to have like 4 or 5 drivers, 5 workers. Even one for 6 hours will take and unload the product. So you're not willing to do your job. However, to short the story, we get out of there of 7 p.m. So we are having how much?
24 by 11 and 8 hours, like 32 hours.
32 hours at the receiver. So, Koch Foods, I don't want to say that this is something that I'm doing to you, or I want to say it loudly. If the management isn't aware, now you are. If you are aware and you still allow this one, this is shameful.
Yep.
This is not only me. Just open the reviews on Google, you will see tons of drivers with the same review. So I'm not complaining that, how to say, for 6 to 8 hours, as I mentioned at the beginning. This is not human. Keeping someone 32 hours somewhere. First of all, that guy maybe didn't bring enough food. Second, okay, I understand you that you are having a bathrooms, but sometimes you are not even allowing them to use them.
Of course.
So let me put you in position where I will put you 32 hours to wait somewhere, and maybe you don't have a bathroom.
Neil, 32 hours
And
of laying in a bed. It's really boring. Not just waiting and
So to don't be only that this happened only this one. You were having 2 weeks ago in the same position, same truck, like 11 hours. How much?
Yes,
11 hours.
11 hours. And we are keep getting them a chance because, as you mentioned before, we were planning.
From now on until I see
it's banned.
at least maybe like 15 reviews that are saying, okay,
I mentioned you.
they are better and stuff like that.
Nope.
Otherwise, I'm not sending a truck.
No, I'm not believing on the reviews also.
$10,000.
$10,000.
And I will send a truck.
$10,000.
Anything below $10,000,
No.
I'm not sending a truck.
$9,999. No.
I mean, this is crazy. This
For
is crazy, guys.
$10,000, he will wait 48 hours, not 32.
We gave you 3 chances in the last maybe like 2 months, and
course.
all the time is the same. So if we have the best solution at 11 hours, and what's the funny thing I didn't mention, and there is a joke around, but it's similar to the answer of the guard check, and my driver was, guys, are you bad like this all the time? They're like, no. Tuesday we are not so busy, so usually we are not bad that time. And what's the average? It's around 11 to 15 hours. And we are like, Bobby, I'm guessing that you probably was Tuesday
maybe Tuesday
or So there is that joke when this guy is asking him he's going to restaurant and he's asking like, is it the service bad like this always? No, Tuesday we are not working. So it's funny. However, Koch Foods, I want to say that please, if you want to do something, a lot of guys are complaining, this is not human, please do something, because as I said, I don't have a problem picking your loads in Alabama. I know that for 5, 6, 7 hours you will get me loaded, but you will not get me unloaded in Fairfield, Ohio. So a lot of reviews are saying the same story. A lot of guys on the LinkedIn post that I say, over 30,000, which were rich on that post or react to it, they are saying that same things happen to them, or they know someone that happened. So please do something, because everyone is harmed by this one. We as a driver lose a lot of money. We get put position where we are fighting with the broker who sometimes maybe they can't even do nothing. They can probably do same thing as me. Go ask back for it and hope that's gonna happen. So respect the drivers who make your business possible.
That's the perfect note.
If you make all the drivers hate going to your place to deliver, I don't know how you will manage to get the drivers to deliver to your place. So that's my sad story, I can say, that happened to us this Saturday. But that's it, what's it? I mean, what I can do?
To be honest with you, I will make a joke here. And I know that your driver was probably, if we offer a Capstone unloading for $700 to be paid from his pocket, I think that he would go with that option.
Yeah, he will go. He will go, because I lost a lot of money just because of that.
Yeah.
So
You were planning.
it's not fair.
You were planning the truck to deadhead a little bit to Indiana
I was carrying 3,300.
for the next day delivery. I know.
So I end up losing the money, and probably I'm still waiting for the tunnel. What? That's the layover. Sorry,
The layovers.
I'm still waiting for the layovers. That's
To
the
be
funniest
approved.
thing. I didn't get a single money.
That's why I didn't mention the broker. But to be honest with you, it's a shame.
It's a
and
shame.
it's a shame because
Because it was saying, make sure you make a stamps.
you were professional all the
Make
time.
sure you make a stamps, have a signature,
Yes.
have noted.
And,
Everything
and
is
the driver
noted.
was professional
And
all
we're
the
still
time.
waiting. I don't know what.
The driver was professional all the time. The dispatcher were on top of the communication with the broker, advising them about every change of the situation, which does not change a lot of hours. And to be honest with you, at the end of the day, to be treated like that and to be not even like taking care of the guy who was 32 hours there, it's
Yeah.
something.
Bobby, that's it pretty much. You can say your final words for this episode. So
I should close it out.
yeah, you should close now.
Okay, so guys, we go through every single story that we mentioned to the intro topic. We go through Capstone fees. We go to the broker meets. We go to the DEA custody, the load that we were having.
Yeah, that stories are interesting.
32 hour waiting time for the driver, and to be honest with you, this industry has seen it all. But whatever you're a driver or you're a dispatcher or a broker, remember, we all depend on each other, guys. And stay safe, stay professional, and keep those wheels turning. That's the Dispatch Tale episode 3, guys. Stay tuned and stay safe.
See you in the next one. There are gonna be more and more. Bye bye, guys.